Hey loves, check it out. This is a DIY upcycle craft table. Alright y'all, ever borrowed something and never gave it back? I did, and it was this table. By the time I was gonna give it back, it was just like no point. She said, girl, keep it. So whatever. So we're going to give her some new life because she's been through it all. She's been through birthday parties, Friendsgivings, game nights. Now she's my craft table and sewing table. So we're going to hook her up. All these supplies I got from Michael's. For the most part, I had all these stuff laying around. So I said, why not? All I had to do was buy the paint. I would say this project will cost you around $25 if you already have the table. And you can pretty much do this with any kind of table except the glass table. Okay, so here I am wiping her down because she was dusty, musty, and crusty. I'm going to also cut off those small little pieces so that when we put the fabric on, it lays nice and flat and there's no bumps. So next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to remove all the screws from the frame so that we can take apart the tabletop and the frame. And obviously, I was having some technical difficulties. Everything decided to fall. And you don't really need a drill for this, but it's so much easier to use a drill. So if you have it, use it. Oh, yeah, and please do not come for me. I look a hot mess in this video throughout the entire video. But it's okay because you came here to learn, not to look at me. Well, I guess look at me, but you know what I mean. You came here to learn something, okay? So make sure when you take off the screws, you put them somewhere safe so you do not lose them because you're going to reapply the screws towards the end. And boom, the top is off. So now I'm going to go ahead and wipe her down again because she was pretty dusty. Where the frame was covering, there was like dirt. So we're going to wipe her down, and then we're also going to wipe the frame down so that way when we paint, the paint adheres really quickly. So right here, I'm realizing that the fabric that I had was too small. So we're going to go ahead and push Shorty back. I'm going to go get the big boy. I just bought a new yard when I went to Walmart. And yeah, I really love this fabric. It's like not cheap looking. It doesn't feel cheap looking. So yeah, a little happy dance. I'm excited, as you can see. And listen, if you don't got a staple gun, shorty, go and get you a staple gun. Because me, I be stapling everything. If something needs to be fixed, staple. Like, this project, staple. Like, a staple gun is very essential and very needed in a household. So go ahead and get one of those. I'm going to be getting, I want to buy a heavy-duty one, but this one works pretty fine. So here I am measuring out enough fabric so that it fits over the corners of the table. And the reason why I'm doing this, when I did this, I made sure that the table was all the way to one side so that I can save the fabric. So we're not wasting fabric and we can use the fabric for another project. We're going to go ahead and cut out the lining. Cut right over the lines. And we almost there. Cut. I'm not going to do voiceovers for all my videos. Eventually, I plan to talk directly on the video. But I figured I don't have a microphone yet, so I didn't want to be yelling and doing all that extra stuff. So I figured I'd just record and do a voiceover for this project. So here I am stapling all around. I needed to reload my staples. And this is how you do it. I got this staple gun from Michael's. And she's really heavy duty. I might use her when I reholster my couch. I'm not too sure. I got to think about it. So here I am going over the entire perimeter of the table. adding as much staples as possible so that none of the fabric comes up. I'm also make sure that at the corners you give it a nice good tug and cut off any excess fabric that you have so it doesn't get in the way when you reapply the tabletop to the frame. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm adding more staples so that it's nice and tight, and we halfway there. All right, and we're back. Outfit change. Don't come for me. So off camera, I went ahead and sanded down the frame. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really sand it down that good because I do not like that noise or that feeling. So I did it a little. You should really do this because it does make a difference when you apply the paint. So here I am applying the paint. This paint does really dry really fast. I did a second coat and I let it dry overnight. But this paint dried so fast that I really didn't need to dry it overnight. I was just being lazy. So if you want, you can literally do this project like early in the day and be done by the afternoon. So here we are after I painted. So we painted, we reholstered the top of the table, and now we're adding the screws back in. This project was so easy to do. Here's the before and after. She is cute. Yes. All right, guys, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe. I have so many ideas coming.